Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're entering a different world entirely, the world of Grand Seiko. These are not just watches. They are handcrafted expressions of Japanese artistry, precision engineering, and a profound connection to the natural landscapes of Japan. From the snow-covered mountains of Shinshu to the birch forest of Shizukuishi, every dial tells a story. Whether you're new to Grand Seiko or a seasoned collector, today's countdown of 10 exceptional timepieces will show you exactly why this brand has become one of the most revered names in horology. Let's get started. Number 10. Grand Seiko SBGR 261. The Grand Seiko SBGR 261 is the perfect entry point into the world of mechanical Grand Seiko. And what an entry point it is. Powered by the in-house 9S65 automatic movement with a 72-hour power reserve, it delivers the kind of accuracy and finishing refinement that watchmakers twice the price struggle to match. The deep blue dial shimmers with Grand Seiko's signature Zaratsu-polished case, where flat surfaces and razor-sharp edges create a mirror-like finish that catches the light like no other watch in its class. The 40mm stainless steel case wears elegantly on the wrist without excess bulk, and the sapphire crystal offers a pristine view of the exquisite dial beneath. The SBGR 261 is a masterclass in understated luxury, a watch that rewards those who look closely. The Grand Seiko SBGR 261 retails for approximately $4,700 US. Number 9. Grand Seiko SBGA 211 Snowflake. If there is one Grand Seiko that defined the brand for an entire generation of collectors, it is the SBGA 211, simply known as the Snowflake. The dial is nothing short of breathtaking, a textured white surface inspired by the deep snow that blankets the Shinshu highlands in winter, crafted using a painstaking process that creates a three-dimensional, almost luminous depth no photograph can fully capture. Beneath the surface beats Grand Seiko's spring drive caliber 9 RXT5, a movement that combines mechanical power with quartz-level precision through its unique glide spring mechanism, achieving an accuracy of plus or minus 1 second per day. The titanium case keeps it featherlight on the wrist, and the ice blue hands complete the winter aesthetic with extraordinary elegance. The Snowflake is not just a watch, it is a piece of wearable art. The Grand Seiko SBGA 211 Snowflake retails for approximately $6,300 USD. Number 8. Grand Seiko SBG N003 Sport Collection. The Grand Seiko SBG N003 proves that Grand Seiko can do sporty without sacrificing a single ounce of its legendary refinement. Part of the Sport Collection, this GMT-capable timepiece is built around the automatic 9S86 high-beat 36,000 movement, oscillating at a high frequency of 36,000 vibrations per hour, for an exceptionally smooth sweep and outstanding accuracy. The bold dial layout with a rotating inner GMT bezel and bold applied indices makes it one of the most practical Grand Seikos you can wear, while 200-meter water resistance puts it in true sport watch territory. The case finishing, even on this more rugged proposition, remains unmistakably Grand Seiko, alternating Zaratsu-polished and brushed surfaces that elevate it far beyond anything else in the sports watch category. The SBG N003 is the Grand Seiko for those who need a watch that works as hard as it looks beautiful. The Grand Seiko SBG N003 Sport Collection retails for approximately $5,500 USD. Number 7. Grand Seiko SBW235. In an era obsessed with complications and connectivity, the Grand Seiko SBGW235 makes a bold and confident statement by doing less and doing it perfectly. This hand-wound timepiece is powered by the ultra-thin 9S64 caliber, a movement so meticulously finished that it is almost a shame to hide it behind a closed caseback. The dial, a warm ivory-toned sunburst that shifts subtly with every movement, is paired with elegant applied indices and the most precisely drawn hands in the industry. The slim 38mm case profile makes it one of the most wearable Grand Seikos available, sliding effortlessly beneath the shirt cuff. Winding this watch daily is not a chore. It is a ritual, a quiet moment of connection between wearer and movement that modern automatic watches simply cannot replicate. The SBGW235 is for the purist. The Grand Seiko SBGW355 retails for approximately $4,800 USD. Number 6. Grand Seiko SBGA407 Spring Drive. The Grand Seiko SBGA407 is a study in the relationship between precision and beauty, two ideals that Grand Seiko has always believed are inseparable. Powered by the Spring Drive caliber 9R65, it achieves chronometer-surpassing accuracy of plus or minus 1 second per day through a movement architecture found nowhere else in watchmaking. The dial draws inspiration from the shifting seasons of rural Japan, with a rich, layered texture that changes character entirely depending on the angle of light. The Zaratsu-polished case in stainless steel frames the dial with the crisp, architectural confidence that defines Grand Seiko's design language. Worn on an elegantly finished bracelet, the SBGA 407 is as satisfying to put on in the morning as it is to admire in the evening. It is the kind of watch that makes you stop and look at your wrist, not to check the time, but simply to appreciate what's there. The Grand Seiko SBGA 07 Spring Drive retails for approximately $6,800 USD. Number 5. Grand Seiko SLGA 09 Seasons Collection. The Grand Seiko SLGA 09 is one of the most extraordinary dials in the entire Grand Seiko catalog. A limited edition masterpiece from the Seasons collection that captures the fleeting beauty of the Japanese autumn in breathtaking detail. The dial surface, rendered in deep amber and burgundy tones, is hand-finished using a technique that creates a textured, organic depth reminiscent of fallen leaves catching the last light of an October afternoon. It is powered by the Spring Drive caliber 9R66 with an impressive 72-hour power reserve and the signature glide spring mechanism for near-perfect timekeeping accuracy. The Shizukuishi-crafted titanium case is finished to immaculate Grand Seiko standards, while the intricate dial artistry ensures no two examples are ever quite identical. The SLGA09 is not merely purchased, it is acquired. A watch for those who understand that time and beauty are forever intertwined. The Grand Seiko SLGA09 Seasons Collection retails for approximately $14,000 USD. Number 4. Grand Seiko SBG003 High Beat GMT. The Grand Seiko SBG003 represents a landmark moment in the brand's history. The debut of the revolutionary 9SA4 caliber in a practical, traveler-ready GMT configuration. The 9SA4 is Grand Seiko's most advanced mechanical movement to date, featuring a new dual-impulse escapement and free-sprung balance wheel that achieve high-beat 36,000 performance with dramatically improved efficiency and shock resistance. The result is a movement that is as technically impressive as anything produced in Switzerland, and finished to a standard that Switzerland rarely matches. The boldly elegant dial presents a second time zone through a distinctive color-coded hand, while the striking case design introduces a new Grand Seiko aesthetic language that is simultaneously modern and deeply Japanese. The SBG Jaguar 03 is a watch that moves horology forward. The Grand Seiko SBG Jaguar 03 High Beat GMT retails for approximately $9,500 USD. Number 3. Grand Seiko SBGA 423 Shunbun. The Grand Seiko SBGA 423 Shunbun is named for the Japanese vernal equinox, the precise moment when day and night stand in perfect balance and the world tilts toward the warmth of spring. It is a name this watch wears with complete conviction. The dial is an astonishing achievement in texture and color, a pale, luminous green-white surface that evokes the first tender buds of cherry blossom appearing on bare branches, alive with a depth and shimmer that changes with every passing light source. The Spring Drive caliber 9R65 ensures that this watch keeps time with the same serene accuracy that defines the season it celebrates. The titanium case is impeccably finished, and the overall composition, dial, hands, case, achieves a harmony that is simply breathtaking. The SBGA 423 Shunbun is a watch that does not just tell time, it marks it. The Grand Seiko SBGA 423 Shunbun retails for approximately $7,500 USD. Number 2. Grand Seiko SLGH005 White Birch. The Grand Seiko SLGH005 White Birch is widely regarded as one of the greatest watch dials ever created, and after one look, it is impossible to disagree. Inspired by the white birch forests that surround the Shizukuishi Watch Studio in winter, the dial surface is hand-finished with a bark-like texture of extraordinary complexity, its stark white tones punctuated by the subtle contrast of dark fissures running across the surface like lines in ancient wood. It is powered by the groundbreaking 9SA5 automatic caliber, the same revolutionary movement inside the SBG-003, delivering high-beat 36,000 precision with an 80-hour power reserve. The open-heart aperture at 6 o'clock offers a glimpse of the beating movement within, framed perfectly by a dial that is itself a work of art. The SLGH0105 White Birch is a unanimous choice among collectors worldwide. It is, without question, one of the most beautiful watches ever made. The Grand Seiko SLGH05 White Birch retails for approximately $18,000 USD. Number 1. Grand Seiko SBG Z05 High Beat. $36,000. The Grand Seiko SBG Z005. A watch that represents the full realization of everything Grand Seiko has spent 6 decades building toward. At its heart is the masterful 9SA4 caliber, a movement that rewrites the rules of mechanical watchmaking with its dual impulse escapement, free-sprung balance, and high-beat 36,000 oscillation, achieving extraordinary accuracy, longevity, and resilience in a package finished to a standard that must be seen in person to be believed. The dial is a deep, mesmerizing blue-black that shifts between midnight and cobalt depending on the light, its texture and depth drawing the eye in again and again. The bold yet refined case architecture signals a new direction for Grand Seiko design, one that is confident, sculptural, and unmistakably Japanese. Every component of the SBG's 005 is the product of artisans working at the absolute peak of their craft. This is not a watch that competes with the rest of the industry. It exists in its own category entirely. The Grand Seiko SBG 005 High Beat 36,000 retails for approximately $10,500 USD on